Alright, let's do a quick audio test as usual. I always like to test using the horn, because that's the loudest thing there is. And we sound solid as always. So, let's go ahead and turn on the camera. I'm already... Oh, that's the wrong camera. There we go. You can see my face. And guess what? It's new and improved because I now have a green screen, so you can't see what's behind me. It's just me. It took me like 2 hours to get it figured out, but you know what? I got it figured out eventually, and now here I am, floating on your screen in the game. Alright, I am already in the middle of a load, like I said. We are driving through Montana currently. I think I was doing this load with Smythe, and then I think we had to call it quits. So, yeah, I guess I'm just going to go ahead and finish this on my own. And we'll see how this goes. I think we're going up to Havre or Havre, I don't know, you know, the one that we've talked about before on streams and have absolutely no idea how it's pronounced. But, well, I shouldn't say have no idea. I'm pretty sure when I looked it up it said Havre, but that seems, I don't know, that seems weird for it to be pronounced like that, you know, but whatever. It's fine. But yeah, it has been a while. Life has been interesting. But we are here, finally back doing another stream. I've got a couple more car stuff videos that I have to edit. I think I've got 2 more. Well, one that's already finished and another one that's almost finished. I just have to record like 1 more clip, and then that one will also be done. But yeah, I definitely want to get back into doing more streaming. Because we moved everything, so that was why I didn't stream for a while. We brought all of our, we basically made downstairs into the game room and our bedroom, and then made upstairs like some hangout and storage areas. We did not end up moving. I literally don't even remember when the last time I streamed was or what I talked about, but I think it was something along those lines. So I guess to update you guys, we didn't move, and since we didn't move, we were like, we both like change, and so we decided to change up our house a little bit. We also don't have guests very often, so we kind of made it so that our house is more geared towards us instead of towards guests. Of course, we would still love to have guests over, and I'm sure we will, and like we still do have a hangout space for if we have guests over, but we just made it so that like the main accommodation of the house is to us. So like our downstairs is now our kitchen, our bed, and our gaming stuff. So it's a little unconventional, but you know what, we like it. And it's taken some getting used to, that's for sure. And I've been having issues with my setup once we moved it. I was having an issue. I don't know if the outlet didn't have enough power, or if I had it plugged into the wrong USB strip thing. I don't know. I ended up just changing everything over and over and over again, and currently it's working. It's working enough for me to stream, but I don't know if it's a permanent fix or not. But yeah, what would happen is the things that were plugged into my like additional USB strip, because I have my normal like USB ports on the computer itself, but then I also have like an additional one because there's not enough USB ports on the computer itself for all of the things. Oh, I'm going too fast. I almost just rolled my truck. Anyways, there's not enough USB ports on my actual computer to accommodate for all of the things that the USB powered things that I needed to plug in, and so I have like an additional USB strip thing, but the USB strip thing was having again a weird issue where like it would just lose power occasionally, and so all of the things that are plugged into it, like my wheel, my mouse, my mic, and my handbrake, they would all just intermittently lose power, and it was really annoying. So like for my wheel, it was definitely the most noticeable and the worst for the wheel, because the wheel would just keep recalibrating over and over and over again. It would never stop. It would do like half a calibration, lose power, and then start trying to calibrate again, because every time it gets power, like every time you plug it in or turn it on or whatever, that's the first thing it does, is it calibrates. And then once it's done calibrating, good to go, you know, you play your games and whatnot. But in this case, because it was continuing to just power on over and over and over again, it would keep calibrating over and over and over again. And then for the mouse, it was really annoying because I'd be moving my mouse around, or I've also got a keyboard plugged into it, so for all of those things, like moving the mouse around, all of a sudden the mouse would just stop moving, and I would have to wait for it to get power again, and then I would be able to move it around again. And then for the keyboard, I would be like typing, and then in the middle of typing it would stop working, and so I'd have to wait and then start typing again once it was working. And so yeah, that's been really frustrating and annoying, and I've been trying to figure out how to fix that for like a couple days. And again, it's like sometimes I think I've got it fixed, and then I go to use the computer again the next time, and the same problem is happening again. So again, hopefully this time I finally got it permanently fixed, but I don't know for sure. So I guess I'll find out next time I go to use the computer. So, or I guess I'll find out midstream if all of a sudden my wheel stops working. So we're playing a dangerous game here, but you know what? Hopefully it'll all work out. No, we're not playing the dangerous game, just a dangerous game. Montana Bank. I still have not done more exploring of Montana, really, aside from, again, like playing with a friend every once in a while and doing like a tiny little bit of driving. But yes, I do have friends, surprisingly. But yeah, pretty much all of the driving that I've done in Montana so far has been on stream or for recording videos and stuff. So I still have not gotten to experience it as much as I'm sure a lot of people have, but we're getting to experience it now, and as always, I am loving it. I've missed trucking a little bit. I have been playing games off stream quite a bit lately, again just because we were moving and stuff, so like I didn't have cameras set up, and I was having that intermittent issue, and so I didn't want to like start a stream and then, you know, in the middle of the stream have an issue and all that kind of stuff. And like, again, today I don't think that'll happen. It seems like I've got it pretty permanently fixed. I've got it fixed enough that I felt confident to do a stream. So here we are. But I guess going back to the original point that I was making when I started making that point, is that although I have been playing games off stream, none of those games have been American Truck Simulator, aside from, again, playing like once with friends. But I've mostly been playing Assetto Corsa, or Assetto Corsa Competizione, and Train Sim. Been playing Train Sim, and then obviously you guys have seen the lawn mowing simulator streams, because those I didn't need anything from my power strip, so even if my power strip was having issues, it wouldn't affect my gameplay on that. So that is why I have only been playing those games, but now we're back, and I'm excited. Again, I've missed playing other games. I was really loving playing Assetto Corsa for so long, and I hadn't played it for a while. I don't know why. I just like stopped playing for a while, and then I started playing again. Now that I started playing again, I am addicted again, and just want to keep playing it. So Yeah, I'm sure we'll be seeing, you guys will be seeing a lot of streams of that coming up. So hopefully you're looking forward to that. But I do know, I certainly cannot deny that American Truck Simulator is the most popular game on my channel. So that is why, again, I wanted to do a stream of that today. And also just because, again, haven't streamed in a while, and American Truck Simulator is the perfect game for me to just talk about things, update you guys on life, whereas like playing Assetto Corsa or another game that involves a lot of attention, I am more focused on the game than talking. And so when I do go on tangents or when I do make points, I then lose my train of thought like halfway through the sentence and can't pick it back up. So at least with American Truck Simulator, when I go on tangents or lose my train of thought, I usually am able to like think about it for a second and then remember what I was talking about. So that is definitely good. Nobody in the chat currently. Nobody watching. Let's see. It is Sunday. I will say, normal, you know, that is another weird thing, is since my schedule is switched back to Monday through Friday, it's been hard planning my streams at a time when people can watch, because on Sundays most people are, you know, off doing their own thing, whereas when I was streaming Monday through Friday, people would be at work, but they would be like, you know, watching my stream while they're at work, whereas on Sunday, again, they're doing things that they enjoy, which is usually things that prevent them from being able to watch a stream. So, but that's okay. That's the nice thing about my streams, is that I always make them so that they can hello honey. Thank you for jumping into the chat. I appreciate it. But anyways, the nice thing about the streams, and again, I have talked about this many times before, is I started recording videos first. So like when I stream and there's nobody in chat, it's just kind of like the same as it was when I used to just record videos. So that was a good training for me, and that's why, you know, again, at times like this when there's nobody in the chat, it's okay, because I can still make it work, and it'll be uploaded afterwards. I'm not one of those people that only like live streams and then doesn't post it. Like, you only get to watch it if you watch it when it's live. I like to post them afterwards because, you know, they get good watch time, even if they don't get a ton of views or like don't necessarily help my algorithm, like help with the algorithm and helping me get subscribers and new viewers and stuff. I don't really care, because like the people that want to watch do, and with it being a stream and being as long of essentially like a video as it is, the few people that do really enjoy it get to see a very long video, quote unquote. So it does all work out. Alright, we are in Havre now, so we should be getting pretty close to our destination. I just accidentally set. I did accidentally set my cruise control. We don't need that. Gotta control the cruise. Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I remember looking at the map, and that was a good burp. I don't know if the stream heard it or not, but it was very good. Now that I remember looking at the map before I started streaming and seeing where my delivery point was, I now remember that it's like very north of Havre. So like in the game it's considered to still be Havre, but it is definitely like out there. So I don't think we're actually quite as close as I originally thought we were. But that is a-okay. More driving. The rain has ceased, which means we can now roll down the windows a little bit, get some fresh air in the rig. Oh, and I just realized I titled this stream open, or I titled the stream saying that I was doing a multiplayer session, and then I forgot to actually open the multiplayer session. So I guess I will do that when I get to my destination. Thankfully, again, I mean, I guess not necessarily thankfully, but there is no one watching currently that would be able to play. So no one and there hasn't been any harm, I guess. Nobody has joined and been like, hey, what the heck? I thought you said this would be an open convoy session, and I looked up the details that are in the description, and there's no convoy session with those details. Thankfully, that hasn't happened yet. But oh, you were about to? Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. My partner Al, that's sitting next to me, just said that they were about to rage because they were going to join me, which is hilarious because they don't even have the game. So, alright, here we are pulling into our destination, and while we were pulling into our destination, before I forget, I am going to go ahead and open up a convoy. So let's do that really quick. Host DNA social stream, and let's make sure that the password is in fact what it is supposed to be. We will enable optional mods and confirm. Alright. There we go. Now, if anybody wants to join me, they can. Alright, since we're doing some off-roading here, let's go ahead and air all the way up. Very nice. Lots of clearance. And now we gotta figure out where we have to deliver to, which I think is literally like right here. Yeah. Where? Oh, wow. Okay, that is quite the spot. Alright. Surveying the surroundings here. I think best course of action is probably going to be to pull around this way, and then kind of pull over this way, and then just back it in from here to here. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. This will be interesting. Having not played in a while, and to have this be the first the first delivery that we're doing, this is gonna get fun. Alright. Here we go. Make sure I'm not gonna hit anything on the right, which I am much closer to that than I wanted to be. Okay, I think we're good. Start really trying to get into this spot. Oh, I think this will be significantly easier than I thought. So far, so good. Oh, might have gotten a little messed up there. Alright, we're still looking good though. We can just pull forward a little bit, and then we should be all set to just go all the way back. And I do believe we are. Not the best parking job, but I think it's gonna work. Hopefully? Maybe? Oh, that's right, I forgot the lights don't work anymore for some reason. The, like, parking things with this mod, they no longer light up, but I think we're good. Let's see. Yeah. We are set. So, nice! I expected that to not be very pleasant, and it was, in fact, pretty pleasant. So that's good. Alright, we can take some new loads. I haven't taken any trees yet before, and we've got 2 options for trees currently. Do I want to go to Great Falls, or do I want to go all the way over to Kennewick? I think I'm gonna go to Kennewick. Let's do it. Nice medium length load for us to do. And I think probably after we do this delivery to Kennewick, we will go ahead and end the stream, because this will probably be about, my guess is about an hour of driving, I would think. So we'll see. And then we got a little secret road here. Nice, love discovering those. And we've got a clear road. All the dominoes are just falling right into place. I don't like Domino's. Domino's Pizza has... Oh, okay, like Domino's. Got it. Okay. The actual, yeah, the game, the actual thing. Okay, I do like Domino's. I don't like Domino's Pizza. It has given me food poisoning multiple times. Not a huge fan of food poisoning. I don't know why. It's just not very fun, I guess. I know you guys probably can't hear my partner, but I feel like my responses to what they're saying still make sense. So hopefully I am correct in that. Hopefully watching this and me just responding to things that you don't know are still, again, understandable. Wow, I like barely tapped the brakes and I went from 45 to 25. Like, I know I also had the engine brake on, but like, that is not how trucks work. You do not come to a stop on a dime like that, especially when hardly using any brake at all. Well, yeah, another big point, and I've got the Facecam now, so it's actually worth noting. As you can see, I am now bald. Forgot to mention that right from the start, but that's a big change. I like it a lot. I gotta admit, I was very insecure about my hair because I was balding here anyway, and so it just looked kind of funny to me to have like such a big bald, like 2 big bald spots, and then just like kind of thick hair. And so I just went all the way bald, and it's very nice. I like it a lot. I feel a lot more confident. It's definitely taken some getting used to, but I am now used to it, and I do like it a lot. Yeah, I have the bee, just like always. Got to. For those that don't know, my partner loves bees. So I always have a bee in my truck. Oh yeah, they literally have a tattoo of a bee on their leg. I saved a bee at work the other day, and Al cried. It was so cute. I got a video of it. So there was I work inside of a Home Depot. I'm a vendor, and there was a bee that was like crawling around, like somewhat harmed. It looked like not able to fly. But like it looked like it was gonna be okay, you know, but it couldn't get out of the way, and so people like kept almost stepping on it, and I was like, no, I'm not letting the bee go out like this. So I put my hand in front of it, and it just crawled right onto my hand, and then once it crawled onto my hand, it just like stayed still, and so I picked it up and I walked it outside and out into like a bushy, grassy area that I knew no one would walk in and that it would be safe there. And I put my hand back down on the ground, and it crawled right off. Literally just was like, it's almost like the bee knew exactly what was going on. It was like, oh, thank goodness you're here to save me. And then, yeah, and it crawled right off, right into its new, like, temporary home, I guess. And it was super cute. It started, like, cleaning itself. and it was really cute to watch. So I got a video of it, and I got pictures of it, and I sent them to Al, and yeah, Al cried. So yeah, that's why we love bees. They're just so cute. Save the bees. Oh, I hope I don't have to stop at this stupid way station again. This way station sucks. Don't make me do it. Please don't make me do it. Yay! We've gotten the green. Love that for us. Oh, speed limit went up to 55. Didn't notice that. Oh shoot, what time of day is it? Oh no, it's 8:20. I'll have to advance time. Hopefully I can advance time without it making me late for my delivery. I didn't think about that before picking up my new load. So we'll drive until it's like dark. Like actually dark, not just like starting to get dark, and then I'll advance time, because I don't think anybody who's watching this stream is going to want to see like the driving at night, because you can't actually see anything. Plus then my very bright, bald, shiny head will look very out of place. I mean, it already kind of does. on the screen, it already looks pretty funny. Oh, I'm going 75. Whoops. I forgot that this is not an external contract like most of the more recent loads that I've done have been, where you're limited to 65 miles an hour. I actually can speed now, so I gotta keep an eye on that. But yeah, it looks funny because I got the ring light on and I didn't adjust my lighting to like fit with the screen, so I'm just a very bright white figure in the corner of the screen, and it'll only get worse as the game gets darker. But that's okay. Hopefully none of you go blind. Hopefully. Dude, the brakes are just so sensitive. I don't know. I don't remember them being this intense from the last time I played this. Man, there's a place, a little town that I drove through in eastern Oregon more than a couple years ago. It was like 6 years ago now. That was a lot more than a couple. But anyways, drove through like 6 years ago, and it looks exactly like this. It is so cool to drive through areas in games that like remind you of places in real life. Like, I know that isn't what this place is. I'm in Montana, but still, it's cool to see that. Al's freaking out. Oh, they're playing a Disney game, and they now have a sea turtle companion. They also love sea turtles. They love bees and sea turtles. Hey, how are you? I'm under the water. Please save me. I am doing good, Daniel. I hope you are. I mean, it sounds like being under the... I'm assuming you meant under the weather? Maybe? But either way, that doesn't sound very pleasant, so hopefully I can save you and make your day a little better. This is certainly making my day a little better. I mean, not that today has been a very good day overall, but yeah, overall the last 2 weeks or whatever have just been nothing but stress and lots going on for both Al and I. We haven't been having a great time, but we're doing good now. And it, like, to be fair, most of the stress was self-induced, but that doesn't make it any less unenjoyable to endure. But yeah, we're doing good now. Today's been a good day. This is our first day where we've actually had like a break in, like I said, like 2 weeks. So it's nice to finally have a break. Just be able to play games and hang out. We laid in bed for a while. We like took care of ourselves by, like, you know, again, just doing some self-care today. It was needed. And we're feeling pretty good. And we're gonna go watch a movie later. Sorry, not going to watch a movie. We're gonna go upstairs to watch a movie. Watch a movie in our new living room, which we have deemed to be called the lair. Okay, I know I just passed a train, so I have a feeling that these crossing gates are going to go down. Nope, maybe not. Oh, these are different train tracks. Okay, never mind. Your character is broken. That's unfortunate. Wow, this is a cool little town. Perfect little town to drive through at sunset. I absolutely love this. Oh, dang it. I forgot that I'm on whatchamacallit? On a convoy, open convoy. There we go. I can just screenshot like that rather than going into actual photo mode. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I guess taking a screenshot did a weird thing and turned off my cruise control. Don't know why. Daniel's drowning. Sorry, I don't know how to swim. I saw that you sent stuff in the chat, but I didn't see what you sent till just now. It's really funny. Oh, okay, it is a four-way stop. Alright. Perfect. I gotta get used to driving a truck again. Swinging wide and all that stuff. Making sure I don't annihilate any of these curbs with my trailer. Okay, I'm assuming these cross traffic does not have a stop. And I absolutely cannot see. So that's unfortunate. I guess we're just going to have to go into the outside view. Alright. We have made it. Thank you for considering to save me. You're welcome, Daniel. Always a pleasure. Always willing to help you however I can. If you want to join, if you want to join the convoy, Daniel, feel free. It is the description. I've got only 4 mods, and they're all through Steam, so you should be able to just activate them in game when you, if you wanted to join. It should like just tell you, hey, here's the mods that you need to join this convoy or whatever. And then you should be able to just subscribe to them and join, I think. I don't know. But hopefully that's the case. And then, yeah, you can join if you want. Obviously, no pressure. In any case, I have no idea how this convoy stuff works, and I can never find the lobby for some odd reason, so who knows. Okay, no worries. If you can't get it to work, it's not a huge deal. But I just wanted to offer, in case you were interested. You should be able to just, like, once you are in the game, and it's getting dark enough now that I'm gonna pull over and reset the time. But anyways, Daniel, you should be able to, once you join the game, you should be able to go to convoys, and then you should be able to search, and it'll just, this one's mine, DNA Social Stream. I think if you just search DNA, it'll pull up, it pulls up my stream, and then you'll click on it, and then you'll click join convoy, and then once you do that, it'll ask for your the password, which is also in the description, and then you should be able to just join. But again, I don't know for sure. All right, let's do G_set_time, and let's do 5 a.m. just to not skip too much time. And it looks like we are clear to get back on the road, so that worked out perfectly. Certainly don't, I'll just spectate for now unless I figure something out or find something out. Alright, Daniel, sounds good. I am totally cool with that. I'm just glad to have you here. So far, you're the only person, aside from Al, that has said stuff in the chat or even just been here. I've been a very consistent 2 viewers for the whole time, and those 2 viewers are myself on my phone and Al. So I'm just glad to have you here, Daniel. As always, I appreciate you watching, hanging out, chatting, all that stuff. Yeah, Al says thanks for being cool, Dan the Man. So that's your name now. You are now Dan the Man. Canada? I want to go to Canada. I'm just kidding. I mean, I do. That would be fun, but you can't do that in the game. So it's not how the game works, unfortunately. You can't just do something because you want to. Because it doesn't exist. I could try to go to Canada, but I would eventually just fall off the face of the earth, essentially. I forgot to bring my water over here. That makes me sad. Yes, could you get it for me, please? I think it's up. Oh, there's a red light, and I wasn't looking. What will it cost me? It'll cost me my life. Okay, that's worth it. I think it's on the... in the bar. In the bar. It is literally phasing... It's phasing through the... phasing through the countertop. Thank you. Oh. Oh. It's time to roll the windows up. What? Do I have what? What are you doing? Oh, you're making me crash. Stop it. I'm being a bad driver currently. A very bad driver because I'm very distracted. Please don't mess up my green screen. It was so hard to set up. Oh wow, that is a very bad accident. You're so funny. Okay, can you stop now? You're making me drive so bad. I'm not following speed limits. I'm almost driving off the road. I ran a red light. Okay, fair enough. That is not much different from how I normally drive. I'm just kidding. Wow, this guy's going really slow. The speed limit's 65, and we are going 40. So it's just like real life. Hopefully I get a dotted line here soon so I can zoom past this guy. So I can zoom, zoom, zoom. What car brand was that? Was that Mazda? That had that in their commercials all the time? I missed those commercials. Alright, we're picking up some speed now. Finally getting closer to the speed limit. At least. Wow, it suggested 35 for this corner, and this guy was going significantly faster than that for most of it until the end, and then he slowed down. Now he's slowing down because it's only 35. So I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite things about Montana so far, about the Montana DLC, is that they did a really good job of including towns along the way. You know, a lot of places it's just the cities that are actually a part of the game, the ones that you can deliver to, are really the only ones with a few towns here and there. But with the Montana DLC, it's they've included a lot of towns, you know? You could pass through 3 or 4 towns in between each of the cities that are actually a part of the game. And I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, it's starting to dry up again. The weather is being very bipolar today. Alright, and you know what that means. We can roll the windows back down. I want to be sure I didn't roll that window all the way down by accident. Oh, I gotta get over. Oh, no, I don't. It's a roundabout. Okay, we're good. Oh, I do have to get over because my lane ends. We're not good. Why are my windshield wipers still on? Did not mean to do that. Oh, I just drove up on the curb. That's fine, we won't talk about it. Train. Man, that is a very sharp corner for that train to be going that fast, just saying. Wow, Phoenix is unhappy about something. What? No. No, that was Phoenix. And it really did sound like a Jake break, but no, that was Phoenix just being a grumpy butt. Sounds like she needs it. She needs some loves. She's a very needy dog. Oh, do I have the automatic cruise control thing on again? That's unfortunate. I didn't mean to turn that on. Oh well. Oh yeah, definitely have it on. I'm not doing anything right now. Oh, Amtrak. Nice and slow across the bridge. Oh, I forgot that for some reason when I hit F12 it turns off my cruise control. It seemed like a very steep elevation change for a very short amount of time for that train. Maybe I'm being too picky for the game, though. They do have to push 20 square miles into 1 square mile, so definitely can't be perfect. Yeah, I love this drive. So cool. I always forget just how much I love this game, how much I love the scenery of the game, until I play it again, and then reminded of how great it is. Like, oh, look at that. It's so realistic. Let's try not to crash head on into a police car. Certainly would not be good. Great. Good or great. Ooh, that's a pretty waterfall. That's a sleeping area? Nice. More train tracks and stuff. I love areas like roads like this where the train tracks parallel. I guess probably because of my interest in trains, but I love areas where the train tracks parallel the roads. Or like, did I see the TikTok you sent me? Oh, yes, I did. That was very cool. Al sent me a TikTok of a hotel that is next to like a historic train yard, and it's really cool. Like, you literally walk out the back of the room, like onto a balcony, and from the balcony you can see the whole train yard, and it's got all kinds of historic train engines and train cars and stuff. And it has a jetted bathtub, which is also super cool. No, I'm good, thank you. Glacier National Park. Going to the Sun Road. Commercial trucking is prohibited on that road. Just saying. There was a sign back there that said so. So I will listen, and I will not go that way. Further do we have to go? We still got 395 miles on 393. It's going down fast, but still a ways to go. And it's going to take a while to get there with all this traffic. That's okay. Up to 2 lanes. Looks like it. Yeah, we are. And of course, they're gonna block both lanes. Perfect. Let's see, what's the next thing we gotta do? Oh, I guess we just stay on this road, so it doesn't matter what lane I'm in. Ooh! Almost crashed into the back of a propane truck. That wouldn't have been good. Oh, and of course they're all gonna turn. I should have just stayed in that lane. Oh well. Oh, I guess the propane truck is not turning, so it really didn't matter what lane I was in. I would have been in the exact same spot. I really like having the green screen. It feels much more professional. It looks a lot more legit. I feel like a real streamer now. I am a real streamer, thank you. Well, thank you. Party streamer in the house tonight. Now that was probably something that I said that wouldn't make sense to anyone who can't hear you, but Al said party streamer, and then that made me think of party rock is in the house tonight. But instead I replaced rock with streamer. So now it all makes sense to you guys, hopefully. Oh, I do have to make a turn. Okay, well I'm glad then that I changed lanes. Because now I am in the correct lane. Oh, and I just missed my light. That's unfortunate. That means we are going to be sitting here for a while. It's okay, it gives us some time to look around. We can go to the free cam maybe. Just look around at stuff for a little bit. Try to keep the light in view so that I can see when I gotta turn. But this is a cool little area. Very nice. Thanks for those of you that are here hanging out. I do appreciate it. I've definitely missed streaming. And it feels good to be back. Even if there is only a few of you watching, I'm very appreciative of you being here. Alright, it looks like all these cars are in the right lanes. I'm going to get into the left lane and hopefully zoom past them. And look at that! That's exactly what happened. Aside from that guy, because that guy took off very quickly. But everybody else, I was able to zoom past, which is nice. Kalispell? Kalispell? I think it's Kalispell. I thought that was an L-I at the end, but it's not. What? Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's 2 L's at the end, so it's Kalispell. Oh. I came to a complete stop despite the fact that my light is green. We're just gonna ignore that. Oh, a doggy! Very cute. Oh, yes, there's also our dog that is nearby. Very cute. Oh, I didn't realize the speed limit here is only 25. I've been going 35. Whoops. How's my fuel looking? We're at about a half a tank. Not bad. We are good to still not stop at a gas station. Or, yeah, gas station. Come on, go green. There's nobody else even here. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta be mean to the traffic lights and then they do what you want. Al just said they're mean to everyone. Which is true. I'm just kidding. I don't think I do, no. But if you are still willing to give me one, I would appreciate it. Okay, half of one is still good. Do love me a good Oreo. They are yummy. Oh, dang it. I just missed my light. Oh, I probably could have made that. I wouldn't have started slowing down. I probably could have made it, but that's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Ah, thank you for whoever just liked the stream. It's greatly appreciated. Glad you are enjoying it enough to like it. And another. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. to bow out in the middle of the stream, man, because I like staying to the end, but I gotta get ready for a party, so I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Sounds good, Daniel. No worries at all. Again, I'm just glad that you stop by when you can and you hang out for as long as you can, but you do still deserve to live your life. So, yeah, no worries at all. I hope you enjoy your party, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, Daniel. Well, that's a cool little rest area viewpoint type thing. I like it. More train tracks again. Man, I feel like I would really like doing this drive in real life since you parallel the train tracks for so long. That's what I liked about when we drove to Utah like a month ago. No, 2 months ago almost now. Wow, time flies. But we drove to Utah almost like 2 months ago, and we paralleled train tracks for like the first 6 hours of the drive, and it was great. Loved it. Got to see a lot of trains and stuff. It's cool. As someone who likes seeing trains, it was very enjoyable. Alright, we have to stop at the way station, which is another one of these dumb ones where it's on the left and I have to actually like turn off of the road to stop. I hate ones like this. They're so annoying. I like the ones where it's like you just kind of merge off of the freeway, you know, get weighed, and then go right back to it. But these ones, you have to do all kinds of dumb stuff, like turn off of the road, and then like turn around, essentially. You basically do a big loop. Because I now have to do this, and then I'm just going to go right back to where I came in at. Just a waste of time. You know, like, at least with the ones where you merge off of the freeway and then merge back on, you're not, like, backtracking at all or anything. You're, like, still making... you still have forward momentum for the whole time. But, in this case, that is not what happens. Oh, you had a yield, which means that I should have gone, but that's okay. I guess. I'm still gonna honk at you. I've got a merging lane, sort of. It's supposed to be for left turns only, but I'm going to use it like a merging lane. Wow, that's a very odd area where there's a left turn only, but then immediately after it says that the lanes merge, even though there's only one lane that made it through the intersection. That was... I can't be the only one that thought that was weird, right? I thought that was weird. Alright, we've made it into Troy. Troy, Montana. That is definitely not your name. But okay. I don't think so. But I guess it can be if you want it to be. That's what I thought. Is that a joke because you have changed your name many times? Many times. Just kidding. No, I guess it was like 3. Okay, fair enough. You picked your name change twice. You do have a valid point. No, I'm only counting first names. Oh, why are you slamming on the brakes? It's a good thing my adaptive cruise control was on for that, because I would have just drove right into the back of this guy. Because I was looking off to the left at the beautiful views instead of in front of me, because again, I didn't expect for them to slam on the brakes for no reason. Like, he is slowing down way more than he needs to for these corners. I don't understand why. That's cool. State line house. Some railroad old cabooses. Alright, we're in Idaho. We're gonna be in Idaho for like maybe 100 feet, and then we're gonna be into Washington. Obviously not actually 100 feet. I don't know how long we're gonna be in Washington for. Probably like, realistically like 50 miles. So still a very short amount of time. And then we're gonna be in Washington. I almost said Wyoming. Definitely not Wyoming. Wow, that is quite the bridge. We are very high up. Do you like carrots? I do like carrots. They are very yummy. I don't go out of my way to eat them, but if they're at like a party or something on one of those little serving tray things, you better believe I'm gonna mow down on those. Because carrots are delicious. Oh, there's a service station off to the left. I think I'm gonna get my truck fixed because it is damaged. Sick. Service. Boom. And I think that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the trailer looks and everything else. Alright. By the way, is my load hanging off the back? No. Okay. I was like, should I have my beacons on? But I don't. They kind of hang off the side a little bit. You know what? I'm going to turn them on. Could get fuel, but I think I'm gonna wait because I'm still at almost half a tank. I thought these lanes merged, and so I started to get over into the other lane, and then they didn't actually merge, so now I just feel silly. Speed limit's only 35, and they have a runaway truck ramp. Interesting. That is an interesting spot for a runaway truck ramp. And then, like, the runaway truck ramp just ends in a street. Man, that is weird. This is very weird. And there's two, like, portions of a bridge that aren't complete. I'm so confused. Maybe that was, like, an old bridge. And so they just chopped off the middle of it and kept the ends. That would make sense. I could understand that. Oops, speed limit went up to 45 and I didn't notice. I keep forgetting that I'm not on my main profile, so it keeps telling me like, oh, this place has been discovered, and I'm like, I've definitely been here before, but it's because I haven't been here before on this profile. I got over just because I wanted to go around that guy, but it turns out that I need to get over anyway, because the right lane went off of the road, and I need to stay on this road. Which lane do I need to be in? So that one's an exit only. Okay, I do need to stay in this lane still. Those pillars that are holding up that entire building do not look very structurally sound. It's quite concerning. I don't know if they look like that in real life or not, but if they do, I don't think I would trust it, to be honest. Just to be completely real. What did you just say? Real means real. Oh, finally, 55 mile an hour speed limit again. Yeah, alright. Now we're picking up speed. Oh, 65 mile an hour speed limit's how I've missed you, so. Oh, and the train. Al just said, now we're digging with sporks. I don't know what that means, but. Yeah, it's fine. Insert meme about shovels were invented in this year or whatever, and then before that year, and it just shows people digging with sporks. Speed limit goes down to 45, but I want to make sure I make this light. I made it. Good. Oh, but I didn't make the second one. That's sad. Oh man, I was happy about the 45 mile an hour speed limit, or 65 mile an hour speed limits. We're about to get back onto the interstate. And then I'm gonna get to go really fast. Oh, except for that there's a way station almost immediately. And I'm probably gonna get pulled into that, and that's not gonna be fun. But aside from that, I'm gonna get to go really fast. Oh, maybe not. I guess the speed limit is still only 65, so that's a little unfortunate. I thought it would be 80. Alright. let's see. Moment of truth. Do I get stopped? No, I don't. Alright. Always love to see a green light there. Love to see it. And here we are in Washington. Wow, it ended up being significantly more than 50 miles. I was in Idaho for like 120 miles. Man, when I looked on the map, it looked like it was going to be a lot less than that. It looked like it was basically just like going across the very tip of Idaho. And I ended up being very wrong, apparently. But that's okay. It was a very pretty drive through Idaho, so I definitely am not mad about having been in Idaho for so long. Views as always in Washington. Love to see it. Let's see, how far away are we now? 126 miles. What's my range of my fuel? 741? Is that what that says? Oh yes, we're plenty good. All right, right lane ends. Gotta change this back to be in the speed. Oh my gosh, this thing has so many dash screens. There we go. Hello. Thanks for being here. Chat. I guess I'll just call you Chat. Thanks for being in the chat. I appreciate it. Nice to see you. Thank you. It is nice to see you too. Nice to see you in the chat. I am very appreciative. Hopefully I don't have to exit soon, because I am, like, hardly going faster than this guy. Let's maybe pick up the speed just a little bit. We'll keep it within 5 of the speed limit, but I want to get by this guy, just in case I do have to get over. Also, I am holding up a very significant amount of traffic. That's never good. Never something you want to do. No, cruise control, stop it. Sometimes the adaptive cruise control is very nice, other times like that it is very annoying because it slams on the brakes when it doesn't need to. Do I play ETS also? I do not. I've thought about getting it before, but I don't know, I don't have any like real interest in it. I already have enough games. I struggle to keep up with playing just the games that I already have as much as I would like to, and don't really need to add another one to that list. But also, like, I just don't know enough. Like, I don't know a lot about American trucking, but I live in the US, so like I know at least a little bit, whereas like I know absolutely nothing about European trucking in any way, shape, or form. So I feel like that would make it a little bit harder to like enjoy it. Because like one of the things I like most about American Truck Simulator is making it as realistic as I can. And like with Euro Truck Simulator, I wouldn't know what is realistic and what isn't. So that's why I don't have it yet. Also, if I were to get into it now, buying the game and all the DLC, even on sale, is very expensive. Because there's been so many DLCs for it at this point. At full price, I think it's like close to $200 or something. It's crazy. But at a sale price, it still is like $100 almost. So, and I'm just not willing to put that in. Sorry for like looking like I'm picking my nose. I swear I'm not. It's just I got like a hair in it or something, or a piece of lint. Something was tickling my nose and I didn't like it. But yeah, to answer the question, no, I do not also play ETS. You should try one day. I got all of them. Get them on sale only, and then new ones I buy full price. Yeah, maybe someday. It definitely, like I said, you know, like I have thought about maybe getting it someday, but especially because it just does seem so much better made in a way. You know, like lately, SCS Software has been really upping their game with ATS. They've been putting a lot of love into it, but for a while there, ETS 2 was definitely getting a lot more love, and it showed. So I definitely can consider it. Is still in my list of like potential games to get someday, but it definitely is just not a priority. But yeah, if I were to get it, I would probably get completely caught up on the game and DLCs via sales, and then yeah, I'd probably continue to buy DLCs at full price, which is thankfully with American Truck Simulator, I've started playing it right from the start. Pretty much, I started playing it like 6 months after it came out, but at that point there was not any like paid DLCs yet, so it was still just the base game. And so ever since then, again, because I do like SCS Software so much and they just seem like such a great company, I pretty much always, actually no, I do always buy their DLC at full price because I want to support their company and I want to like show my appreciation for what they do. So I have bought all of the DLCs at full price, and again, aside from getting caught up because I don't want to spend $200 all in one go for a game that I might not play a lot, but oh, I have to exit here. That's awkward. But aside from that, once I am caught up, I would definitely buy all of the DLC at full price as well. I agree with you. I don't know anything about ATS. That's the reason I don't have it. Okay, well then I'm glad that I'm not alone in my reasoning, because I have told other people that too, and they're like, okay, who cares, you know? But I'm like, I care. So I'm glad that I am not alone then. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear Al, but they made a great point that like if you're playing the game to play it as a simulator and you don't know what is like the most realistic, then it's kind of hard to play it as a simulator. So and I think that is an excellent point, and that again is exactly why I don't play ETS, is because I don't know what's realistic, so it would be hard to play it in a simulator fashion when you don't know what you're trying to simulate. You know? Like, obviously I'm trying to simulate truck driving, but again, truck driving in Europe is significantly different than truck driving in America, so. What? Okay. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't like register the fact that we were in Kennewick, which is where we're delivering to. So we've almost made it to our delivery point. It's fun in multiplayer with almost 4,000 players online. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I can imagine that is pretty entertaining. I could imagine, though, that 4,000 people all in one server could get pretty hectic. And I don't know if I'm a big fan of hecticness. Is that a word? Hecticness? God, I started hearing double of myself and it freaked me out. Al is sitting next to me and has the stream up on her phone, and all of a sudden her volume shot up, and so I could hear myself talking, and that was a little weird for me. It's a cat in a box. Is that that is a cat in a box, right? It's very small on my screen. Oh. I thought I didn't turn sharp enough and was going to crash into that pole, but I did in fact turn sharp enough and we're good. Oh, that's definitely red. I thought the yellow would be significantly longer than that. Alright, well, that's only 2 red lights that we've run today. Okay, not terrible. That's true, yes. That's still less than our tow truck driver did when we had to get towed because we hit a spike strip. Our tow truck driver ran 3 red lights in a span of like 20 minutes. It was pretty wild. There, like, wasn't really a reason for him to run them either. Like, that's also true. He was texting and driving, like, for most of the drive. And, yeah, and had no seatbelt on. He was an interesting guy. Honestly, like, I hate to say this, but very much your stereotypical tow truck driver. From my experiences with tow truck drivers, that is a very stereotypical tow truck driver. But that is true. I will give him credit. He was very kind, and he was very helpful, and gave us a lot of useful information. But it was definitely a 180 from our tow truck driver from the night before, because the tow truck driver from the night before looked like one out of like a Hallmark movie. Looked and acted like one out of a Hallmark movie. Yeah, it was unreal. To be honest, in ETS, they put more effort in customization and their variety of trucks. You have a lot of choice. That is true. I have noticed that. But, like, that's the thing, is that, like, the main things that most people are drawn to ETS 2 for are the things that I don't really care too much about. Like, honestly, customization, I'm not big on customization. I don't really care, if I'm being honest. Like, yeah, customization is cool. Don't get me wrong. I do like to be able to make my trucks look how I like. But how I want them to look is I want them to look realistic. And realistically, you don't see very many trucks with, like, green flares and, like, a full theme and all this kind of stuff. Like, usually you just see, like, a fleet truck. Like, something that looks like this, you know? Like, this one has the beacons, and it's got, like, a special paint job, sort of. And then aside from that, it's just, like, it's just basic. Yeah, that is true. In Europe, they do a lot. They do have a lot of trucks that are very, very customized as opposed to here. But, like, again, that goes back to the whole point of, like, me not knowing what's realistic there. You know, like, I don't know what realistic customizations are. Whereas in America, I know that most trucks are not customized. They're usually just, like, fleet trucks and stuff. So, all right. Let's see if maybe there's any, like, short jobs we could do from here. No, not really. Alright, I think I'll probably end the stream there. I think. Let's see how much of the... I kind of want to see how much of the NASCAR race is left, because that's honestly the main reason I'm quitting. If there's still a lot of it left, then I won't quit just yet. But I feel like it's probably getting closer to being done. So, don't leave the stream just yet. I may keep streaming. Give me just a second. You're leaving? Okay. That's fine. I'm making you anxious? Sorry to hear that. Network is not included. What do you mean? I literally was just watching from this app earlier. Why is it suddenly pissed off at me? It does do that to me all the time, yes. I don't know why. Dude, what the heck? I don't understand. Is it gonna work? Oh, nice. It didn't ask for a code. Normally when I try and log into this app, it makes me text my dad a code, and then my dad has to send me the code, and it's really annoying. But in this case, it did not do that. Okay. Come on now.
Instead, I called you a big stinky baby.
It did not call me a big stinky baby, but if it did, I would have been okay with it.
Well, I'm calling you a big stinky baby then.
Okay, now it's got to go through some ads, and then I'll be able to see how much is left in the NASCAR race. But I guess for now, I can at least plan out my next trip. Oh, it's 6:01 p.m. I'm going to advance to the morning again. And then let's see what deliveries are available. What cargoes do we have? Would be kind of cool to take another one of the newer loads. I would like to get back to Montana, because again, I still haven't explored a lot of it. Like, I haven't explored this whole right side. So let's see if we've got anything to there. To Montana somewhere. Did I say Wyoming before? I think I might have said Wyoming before, but I meant Montana. Okay, there's one to Bozeman. Great Falls. It looks like that is the furthest that we can go. We've also got one to Casper, which would go through Wyoming for quite a, or Montana for quite a while. What else? Sheridan, Cody, Gillette. No. Okay, I think honestly Great Falls might be the way to go. Oh no, I guess I haven't been to Bozeman yet, so I'm gonna pick the one for Bozeman. And again, once we see how much is left in the NASCAR race, I will decide if I'm gonna start driving or if I'm going to call it quits. So for now, though, we can at least get the trailer loaded up because, again, it's still playing ads. So I can't actually see how much is left in the race currently. Are my lights on? Yeah, they are. They just don't seem very bright. Oh, they're under caution. I wonder if it's like stage 2 just ended and there's actually still a bunch of the race left. Come on, there's no... They're not showing the the details of the race currently. I want to know how many laps are left. They're not showing any of it. Oh no, I'm gonna miss the light. Dang it. Dude, the yellow is so short. Why? Why is it so short at this light specifically? None of the other lights are that short of a yellow, but this one is, and it's very annoying. Because now it almost got me a second time. I almost tried to make it, and then gave up on it because I knew it was short. Oh, I didn't realize my wheel was not straight. Alright, we're picking up from a Walmart. What was the load again? Isn't it? I don't know. I feel like it's something that shouldn't be at a Walmart, but I could be wrong. Wow, is this actually oh yeah, receiving area. It says in big, bright yellow letters on the ground where I'm supposed to go, and I still somehow almost missed it. Alright, what was it? Oh, it's waste paper. Okay, I could see. Definitely could see that coming from from a Walmart. That is not unrealistic at all. Alright, and here is our loading dock. This may be an interesting one. Okay. Oh, Chase Elliott caught on fire at some point. That's unfortunate. That's my driver. Let's see, how much is... Oh, there's still 121 laps to go. Alright. We're good to at least get this drive started a little bit. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh wow, this is going to be very tough to do. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it won't be as hard as I thought. I've got room to my right. Okay, and then I just need to... I think I just need to pull forward a little bit. And towards this car. And then... I think we'll be good to go. Man, these mirrors suck, dude. Alright. That was not anywhere near as bad as I expected it to be. Alright. Let's get loaded up. And we will start driving towards Montana. I'm thinking maybe let's make a stopping point along the way. What looks like a cool... Oh, this looks cool. Alright, we'll stop there. That is in 4.5 hours of game driving. And I feel like that's a pretty good amount, so let's go ahead and do it. Oh, unfortunately though, it looks like everybody who was watching the stream has left, so that's unfortunate, but well, it happens. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not gonna sneeze. Yeah, only me here. Well, I'm glad you're here. I appreciate that you stayed at least. But at one point there was... Oh, I thought they had a stop sign too. I guess not. Okay, well, I didn't hit them, so we're good. But yeah, at one point there was like 5 people watching, and then all of a sudden everybody was gone. So, oh well, it happens. That is part of streaming. Sometimes there's a lot of people, sometimes there's no people. So I am just glad that you stayed at least. I do appreciate it. You deserve more people on stream. You're very friendly. Well, thank you. I certainly try my best to be, and I have no idea how I'm going to make this turn. That is... I should have swung much wider, I think, to start. Let's see if I can swing wider now. I know I'm doing this from the outside view. Oh, man. This is rough. But anyways, thank you. That means a lot to me. I definitely try my best to be as friendly as I can to everybody. And I, you know, again, like, I'm streaming because, like, I'm planning to play these games anyway. But, like, along with that, I definitely want to make other people's days better with my streams if I can. You know, and so it is good to hear that that is apparently the case. So I appreciate you letting me know that I'm doing a good job. I actually am on a multiplayer session right now, but it's like my own. So I have the details in the description if anyone wanted to join. But so far I've done like 3 streams like this where I had an open multiplayer session. I mean, not open. I have like a password and stuff, but if somebody's watching the stream and wants to join, they can look in the description and see the stream name and password and join if they want. And so far this is like the 3rd time I've done this, 3rd or 4th time, and I don't think I've ever had anyone join yet. So I do technically play on multiplayer, but not Truckers MP. I just do the in-game multiplayer. I set up a lobby, and then if people want to join, they can. And I've done a couple multiplayer sessions with some my friends a couple times, but that was not on stream. That was just separate. And that was a ton of fun. I definitely loved that. You should stream on TikTok also because there's more people. I definitely want to expand my streaming horizons here soon. I am still like relatively new to streaming. I just started, I think, within like the last 6 months. Before that, I've been on YouTube for like, I think 2.5 years now. And for the first 2 years, I was just doing videos. I wasn't doing streams or anything. And then I just started streaming, like I said, like 6 months ago. And I wanted to get my bearings of streaming first before I started to expand my horizons, you know. But I definitely think I want to start streaming on other platforms as well soon, if I can. I was definitely wanting to expand to do both Twitch and YouTube, but lately I have heard quite a bit of drama from Twitch. Like Twitch itself, it sounds like is a lot of people are leaving Twitch, both as viewers and as streamers. So I don't know if maybe I'll you know, expand in that direction, but yeah, streaming on TikTok would definitely be nice. I also want to start uploading clips to like TikTok and Instagram more often, because I kind of just didn't know how. You know, I didn't know what the best way to do it was, but now that I looked into it a little bit more, and now I know what the like aspect ratio I would need to upload my clips in, and so now that I know that, I definitely want to start like taking clips either from live streams or from videos more often, and making them into like TikToks or Instagram Reels or something, and hopefully drawing in more people. So yeah, I appreciate you giving me that advice. That means a lot to me, because again, I actually hadn't considered TikTok before. I had only really considered like expanding to Twitch, but I forget that you can also live stream on TikTok as well. So maybe at some point I can do that. That would be fun. I could try Truckers MP. I gotta admit though, just based off of like seeing videos of it and like looking at it myself, it doesn't seem worth it, in my opinion. Like honestly, like that, I had never played Truckers MP before. I had always been really looking forward to multiplayer in American Truck Simulator, and everyone would always say, well, multiplayer already exists, it's Truckers MP. And I don't know, like there not being like traffic aside from other players and stuff, and like again, just the fact that like there's so many people on one server and these people can kind of do whatever they want, you know. Like I know there's like mods and stuff that can ban you and stuff, but like I don't know, I just haven't heard very good things about it from a lot of different people, and like it just doesn't seem like my jam. Like if you enjoy it, then like absolutely, that's great, you can enjoy it, you know. Like I'm sure a lot of people love it, but I just don't feel like I would be one of those people, so that's why I haven't tried it yet. That's why I just used the in-game convoy. I will get ATS and I will play with you. That would be awesome. I would definitely appreciate that. That would be a ton of fun. Like I said, I don't play ATS as much as I used to anymore, but I definitely, you know, if people will play with me, then, I mean, that would be fun. I definitely would play more often if people played with me more often. So yeah, on TikTok people can find you more easily. Definitely, that is very true. That is the one thing that I don't like a lot about like streaming on other platforms, is that it is very hard to get found. Twitch is even harder for people to find you than it is on YouTube, from what I've heard and kind of from what I've experienced. Since I've started streaming, I've gotten like 100 subscribers from it. And I usually have at least 1 or 2 people viewing almost every single stream. Whereas one of my other friends, he's been streaming for almost a year on Twitch, and he still struggles to get even like 1 viewer per stream. And that's just like, that's really unfortunate, but I mean, that's just part of Twitch from what I've heard. Like it's just really, really hard to gain a following, because like Twitch by default shows people, like when you look up, let's say like American Truck Simulator streams on Twitch, it's going to show you the people who have the most viewers first. And so again, if you're a new streamer, you're going to have no viewers, which means you're going to be at the very bottom of the list. and most people are not going to go all the way to the bottom of the list. Most people are just going to click on whatever's on the top, you know. And that is part of the reason why I haven't also expanded to Twitch yet, is because, again, I just don't feel like I have enough of a following to make Twitch worth my time, essentially, you know. Because I already get kind of stressed out just setting up the YouTube stream, and then having to set up both would only add to that stress. And so I would definitely want it to feel like it's worth it. And currently, I just don't feel like it would be worth it. But yeah, TikTok is definitely easy to gain a following on. And so I think it would be beneficial to learn how to do streams on there, and even, again, just start uploading more clips more often. I think it could really help, but I'm still struggling to find that balance of, like, enjoying my gameplay and enjoying my streams and doing my streams while also still, again, like, posting to social media and stuff like that. I've just, like, that's something you have to do if you want to be successful on social media and on YouTube and whatever. You have to be really good at posting to social media, and currently I am not. So that's why I struggle on viewership and stuff like that. But again, I do it just for fun. So I'm not like super concerned about it. But obviously more viewers would always be nice. It's more people to interact with, you know. I mean, like, again, like I'm having a super fun time chatting with you right now, and just talking and hanging out. And so to be able to do that with more people would be awesome. So hopefully that happens someday, but not in any major rush. I'm going to get water. Oh, what is going on? They're pulling the cars off the track. It looks sunny. Sorry, I'm also watching the NASCAR race, in case that wasn't obvious. But the track looks dry. Oh, I guess maybe it's raining in part of the track? Weird. I don't know what's going on, but either way, I guess just keep hanging out then. I'm glad you agree, chat. That is good. Good to hear. I didn't see your other message, but you said on ATS it's really empty, and Truckers MP like less than 100 people. Yeah, exactly. So with that being the case, I mean, I don't even think it's worth it to like download Truckers MP and like try it out, you know. I mean, if there's not anybody else really playing it anyways, then it's like why try it out when I like the normal MP. So honestly, maybe what I'll do for a stream is, rather than like host my own stream and just see if people will join, maybe what I'll start doing is joining like public lobbies and then just like, you know, doing the multiplayer that way. That might be kind of fun. The only thing I'm worried about is if I like, you know, join a random lobby and the people are just like really rude and say like a lot of really bad things, you know, like that's my main worry with streaming while in an open convoy session, is that people can really do whatever they want. I mean, they can say you know, literally anything. I mean, if they want to all of a sudden drop like a racial slur or something, they could, and that would not be very fun to experience while I'm live. So yeah, I think that's my big drawback from doing like joining an open convoy or something. Yeah, many rude people on ETS MP, to be honest. Yeah, I've also heard that too, which is really unfortunate. I just don't understand like the need for negativity, you know? Like, it's just like just like unprovoked negativity just makes no sense. I mean, like, there are definitely times, like I preach this a lot on like when I play Assetto Corsa and do drifting in Assetto Corsa, is that like it's not hard to just be a nice person, you know? But then I also feel like I kind of contradict myself, because sometimes there are people who are just like getting in the way in the lobby, you know, like they're just, you can very clearly tell that they're new, and rather than practicing solo first and trying to at least get the hang of it, they just like go straight out on track and then like don't set a button to like teleport back to pits, which is like a big thing in the Assetto Corsa like sim drifting, you know, lobbies. Is like, hey, make sure you've got a teleport to pits button, so that way you're like not in the way and don't like mess everybody up. That is probably the only time when I like get upset, I would say, you know, and like can maybe be a little rude, is if somebody is very consistently getting in the way and then like you politely ask them to leave and they don't or something, you know, or you politely ask them like, hey, can you make sure you teleport to pits, and then they like just continue to do the same thing. That's when I'll get a little rude. But aside from that, I really don't, you know, I don't understand all the online and like gaming hate that people have. It just makes no sense to me. Like, people just jump into random lobbies and just immediately are like rude and calling everybody like mean things. It just doesn't make much sense to me. It's really not hard to just be a nice person until someone else is not a nice person to you. That's my rule of thumb. I am absolutely as nice as I can be until someone gives me a reason to not be, and then I switch around a little bit. But you know, that's how it goes. How long until our checkpoint? Oh, this doesn't tell us how long until our checkpoint. Nice hat. I like it. Oh, you know what it was on the NASCAR race? I think there was probably lightning in the area. Since it is such a sunny looking day at the track, I would assume that that's probably what it is, because there are some dark clouds in the background. So maybe it's just that there was lightning within... I think they stop the race if there's lightning within, like, 20 miles or something like that. So they probably just stopped. The convoy mode is good from SCS, but they need to make the number of players bigger than 8. Yeah, definitely. Definitely think they're working on that. I know that they said Pavel said in one of the streams that like that is a priority for them, but like currently 8 is all the game can handle without like lagging really bad, you know, because that's their main thing, is they want to be sure that no matter what kind of like hardware you're using, you can still enjoy the game. And they're worried that like if they make the number of people in a lobby greater than 8, then like it's gonna be really taxing on people who have lower NPCs, which like I kind of understand, but I also feel like they should just up it and just like, you know, if your PC can't handle a lobby with a lot of people, then join one of the lobbies that has less. But I don't know, that's just me. And again, SCS, I love SCS, and I love that they really try and make sure everybody's included at all times, so I'm not gonna like bash them for it, but I do agree that it would be nice to have lobbies with more than 8 people. The ping is better on SCS than Truckers MP. Yeah, that's also true, because the servers are... The way that the servers work is a bit different, whereas in Truckers MP, the main server is, you know, in like... They're in like a very specific location, and so if you're not near that location, then the ping is going to be really high. And I think most of the... Again, like the Truckers MP, I think, if I understand correctly, because again, I haven't played Truckers MP, so maybe you can correct me, but I think there's usually like a European server and an American server, like for each game. There's like an ETS2 American server and an ETS2 Europe server, and an ATS American server and an ATS European server. And literally what that means is that the main server base is in Europe, and so if you're all the way in the US, your ping is going to be awful because that server is so far away. And then even if you are in the US, I think the American server is on the East Coast, so if you're on the West Coast, you still might get really bad ping, which is annoying. But I think the way that SCS does it in the actual game is a bit different. So thankfully the ping is usually not very bad. I mean, like, I've played with my friends who live on the East Coast, and our ping was still like less than 100, which is pretty good. I mean, even on Assetto Corsa, when I join servers that are on the East Coast, they can sometimes be a bit over 100, and can get a little laggy. So it is definitely nice having it be the way that it is in SCS and that it is so smooth. I don't think I've ever had ping issues in American Truck Simulator, and that is very nice. I am correct. Okay, good. Good to hear. I'm glad I at least knew a little bit. You can tell that I've done my research. Very little, but I have done some research. Dang it. I have to stop at the way station again. When it's on the left. That's unfortunate. Oh, this is the place that I wanted to stop at. So I guess it's not unfortunate. I'm stopping exactly where I wanted to. Man, this is such an odd rest area, but I like it. This is why I wanted to stop at it, is because it looked weird. And it is, in fact, very weird. Alright, I'm going to pull off for a minute. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I'm going to pull off for a minute and throw up the Be Right Back screen. And I will, in fact, as the screen says, be right back. Alright. Oh, I turned off my face cam. But, alright. I think I am going to stop here. I don't think. I know. I am going to stop here. But it was a ton of fun. Thanks for hanging out, chat. I appreciate you hanging out and, again, just giving me things to talk about. And, yeah, it was a ton of fun. I greatly appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody else who was here and watched for any amount of time. I appreciate those of you who liked the stream. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. But that is it for this one. So, peace.